painful. Queen cuts off has with decisive move against Duke's Remembrance Day request in 2 seconds. Queen had very strong views and denied Harry's Remembrance Day request in 2 seconds. The Queen denied Prince Harry's request for a wreath to be laid on the Duke of Sussex's behalf for last year's Remembrance Sunday in all of 2 seconds, claimed a palace source. Her Majesty will no longer attend today's Remembrance Sunday service at the Cenotaph in London as she has sprained her back. Buckingham Palace said in a statement that the monarch was disappointed to miss the event. The Queen had said on Thursday it was her firm intention to attend the service after she had taken time away from her duties due to a health scare. The monarch was hospitalized last month for some preliminary investigations and advised by doctors to rest. The Queen spent a night in hospital before returning to work at Windsor Castle the next day. However, she has been carrying out light, desk-based duties and cancelled her attendance at all royal events. Last year's Remembrance service also included notable absentees, after the Queen's son, Prince Andrew, missed the event after stepping back from royal duties. Harry, an army veteran, was also absent in the wake of his departure from the firm earlier in the year, alongside his wife Meghan Markle. The Duke of Sussex allegedly asked for the royal family to lay a wreath on his behalf at the ceremony, but the request was rejected by Buckingham Palace. The Daily Mail claimed the Queen made the decision to deny her grandson's request herself, taking all of 2 seconds to make the call. A palace source claimed to the paper, "Remembrance Sunday is sacrosanct when it comes to Her Majesty's diary. It's one of the most important dates in her calendar and nothing is done without her knowledge." People were suggesting the palace's reaction to what Harry asked was petty. But it was the Queen's decision. And what's more, she actually had very strong views on the subject. The source continued, while she has enormous admiration for Harry's achievements both in and out of the military, this was seen as an example of his lack of understanding of what it means for him to be a non-working royal. The Queen is very firmly of the opinion that you can't pick and choose what you do when it comes to the institution. Either you are in dash or you are out. The move caused a stir at the time, considering Harry had committed 10 years of service to the army. However, some royal observers pointed out that the royal family never lay out a wreath as a sign of personal respect, but instead of the respect of the public or an organization. For instance, the Queen lays out a wreath not as a personal gesture, but on behalf of the nation. At the time, Gemma, who ran regal-themed Instagram account The Royal Edit, wrote, "I think it's really important to remember that members of the royal family aren't laying wreaths at the cenotaph personally, but rather on behalf of others. For example, Her Majesty's is on behalf of the nation. This year Prince William's was on behalf of the RAF and Anne's was on behalf of the Navy. So it wouldn't make sense for Harry to have one laid for him personally. It's always organizations or the public." The whole thing, the alleged request and then the reaction, seems to be missing this quite important point. While the firm gathered at the Cenotaph last year, Harry and Meghan paid their respects at the Los Angeles National Cemetery. The Sussexes left flowers by the gravesite of 2 Commonwealth soldiers and placed a wreath at a memorial obelisk. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle recently got called out for trying to allegedly upstage Queen Elizabeth with their Remembrance Day entrance.